Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Hey guys, Laugh It Up Fuzzball 70 here, hope you're all well. Today's just a short video showing you some of my pickups from the last couple of months. Bit eclectic, bit of a range here. As always, increasing my Star Wars collection, as you can see here on the right hand side. But also figures from Alien and Aliens, reaction figures, Goonies, Star Trek, Clint Eastwood. Wow, all over the place, limited edition. Right, let's start with the reaction figures. So yeah, I've got came with a face hugger. Face hugger is packaged separately within the reaction line. I love the reaction line, but I guess it's a little bit like the pop vinyl line. I sort of feel like if you go down it too much, you know, it's gonna be a path of no return, and I'm not sure my home or indeed my bank balance can afford to pick up too many other collections. But I just couldn't resist these two figures. Thought they looked very, very 70s to me. I'm a kid of the 70s, so they had to come in the collection. On to the much more detailed figures of the NECA releases. There's a Kane, the glare there, but hopefully you can see that. You can see where his astronaut helmet is melted through, and the hugger is on his face. Really detailed figure, really just top draw. Not so much going on maybe with Bishop. But Bishop is Bishop, and he's definitely fundamental to the plot of Aliens. So, more than happy to have him in my collection. A couple of little disappointments here, not the figures themselves, but the packaging. Picked up Chewbacca and Luke from online. Packaging is a bit tatty, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. But yeah, no, really pleased with both of the figures. Really cool. They're going to look good amongst the other Black Series figures. From a separate online seller, picked up these two in very fresh, very mint condition. I mean, Bosk, just a top figure. If there was a figure award, then I think for me, he's definitely going to be in it for 2015. I mean, he's just a top figure. Really good. And then finally, these two, once again on the reaction figure line, it's Chunk, because you've got to have a bit of chunk, right? Kind of wonder if they might actually sort of, Chunk doesn't look very chunky, but you know, that's Chunk. And don't hate on me, all you Star Wars fans, but there's Spock, because as I say, Star Wars, Star Trek, they both hold a big place in my heart, so really pleased to get him as well. So that's Elves. Interstellar. I didn't actually get to see this at the cinema, and it's probably to my eternal regret that I didn't get to see this at the cinema, because even watching it on a 50-inch screen, it just doesn't probably do it justice. That said, completely blown away by it. Watched it a couple of free times, because I think it's one of the films that you have to watch, and I think you probably take something different from it each time you watch it. Absolutely amazing film, beautiful transfer to Blu-ray. This is the digibook set, so it comes with a book inside. Let me show you. Full of the art. Conceptual stuff. Onto this. This was on Amazon UK. This is something which I've held off from getting until very recently, but it was at a silly not to price, so picked up the Blu-ray collector's set of Blade Runner, which comes, as you can make in there, with his vehicle. And then very recently released, the Goodfellas the 25th anniversary set. Comes with 2 discs. It's also been remastered in 4K. Not opened it yet, but really looking forward to seeing that. And then the man that can't do any wrong for me, Clint Eastwood. Feel privileged to have been born sort of in his years of work, I suppose. I just love Clint Eastwood films. And down again, Training Day, a bit of a gangster classic. Cop classic, but you know, brilliant film. The recent release, sorry, these are steelbooks by the way, down below. The recent release of Jurassic Park, limited edition steelbook. Show you some of the extras and the bonus material. Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. For any sci-fi fan, I think you've got to see this. Kingdom of Heaven, the Ultimate Edition. It's got about 3 or 4 different versions. Ridley Scott once again. Ridley Scott for me is a top director. I think he builds really believable worlds, and he always draws me into his films. I know this kind of got a bit of panning at the time, but for me I really enjoyed it. There's the lady herself, Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct, Steelbook, and then Commando, the director's cut. As you can see there, all the special features. And then finally below, I picked up. Now you've got to be, if you're an old school sci-fi fan like me, then this is something which you guys will know about. Rollerball. This is on an Arrow release. I don't know, for those that don't know much about Arrow, Arrow sort of produce really detailed copies, normally upgraded the transfer quality of the actual film itself to make for a better viewing experience, but it also normally has a ton of extras on it. All the details about the film production, how it was made, interviews, etc., etc. And I suppose it's for the, for the guy, for the person that really likes films. This, these Arrow releases will always show you an immense amount of detail. And Network, probably showing me age again, and finally the Manchurian Candidate. But these are all on the Arrow release, all come packed with special edition and contents. So that's it. As always, your thoughts, feedback and comment are very much welcome, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Cheers now, Fuzz.